Right, I'm going to have to start this video all over again. I've lost all my footage, 10 hours work yesterday. It's about 4 in the morning now. I haven't got time to make this video unless I get up now. So, all that work was down the pan. I've got a lot to show you. I could dwell on the other video that I've lost, but there's no point, is there? I might as well just get up. Well, there's the cockcrow crowing, so that's an indicator, isn't it? I might as well just get up and get on with it. Thanks for coming back to the channel, guys. I could have done with a bit longer in bed, really. In the morning, when you come to the fire, the white fluffy bits, the ash that's left on the logs, genuinely would take a spark, or the charcoal underneath would take a spark, and then you just keep blowing it and building it up. If you put another piece of wood that's charcoal on the other side of what you've just sparked, it kind of works better to blow the two together, if you know what I mean. It's just a technique we use. Let's see if the owls are calling. There's no owls calling at the moment. I think it's too early in the morning now, or too late in the morning, should I say. This is a trapper hat I made. I'll put a link in the description to this. Keeps you quite warm. Yeah, it's quite an easy to follow pattern. Well, you can make all sorts of variations of it. So this is the bow I've been working on. I've done a lot of work on it this week at home, after work, late on at night. I've stitched rawhide to it now. I use dog chews, and you basically soak the dog chews in water and let them hydrate, roll them out, cut them into shape, and I've stitched them on. So the bow's nice and dry now. We'll be firing it, well, shooting it later. You never fire a bow. You fire a rifle, but you don't fire a bow. You shoot a bow. So yeah, we'll be shooting this and seeing how good it is. Will it work? I know it'll work because yesterday's video, which I've lost, it was some good footage of it. Yesterday I was working on this paddle, basically a small paddle, but what I've done, I've cut it into a beaver's tail shape. When I get home, I'm going to get some sandpaper on it, and I'm just going to sand it off, smooth it off. I'm going to sand it all down, oil it. I'm going to do some pyrography on it. I'm going to put a fox on it, and I'm going to make a leather gripper there. It will just help the paddle from getting worn out when I'm running it along the gunnels of a canoe, if you know what I mean. So I've just been letting this dry out more last night near the fire, you know, over the fire a little bit, and there's no issues with it. I can't find any issues. It's not the straightest of bows, but you know, it's from a sapling. I had to follow the bend in the tree and follow that. I didn't want to go against the grain, so that's why it's a little bit crooked, but it is something that is very similar to what would have been used in the Stone Age, you know, and how our ancestors would have made bows. So the woodland's coming alive now. You've got a lot of birds waking up. You know, wood pigeons, crows, magpies, cockerels that don't live in the woods. Just waiting on the sun coming up now. I'm going to cook some breakfast in a minute. So we've got a couple of trips planned for next year, so I'll be making videos about that. We've got a trip to the Arctic, Finland in February, hopefully, and we've got a trip to the Ardèche in France, the Ardèche River. We're going to be canoeing down the Ardèche. It's going to be a road trip for motorcycles and cars. The family's going, and there's a cave that was found up on this cliffside, and it's from the Stone Age, and it's absolutely amazing. It's full of all cave paintings, you know. You can't actually go in that cave now because they've sealed it off so that the air doesn't damage the artwork on the wall, and they want to preserve it. But nearby is a museum that has a near replica cave that they've made that you can actually go in and explore. And I liked the Stone Age a lot a long time ago. I was into the Stone Age, and I made all, you know, Stone Age equipment, clothing. Basically, Utsi the Iceman, I've copied his kit and made that. So I'm quite into the Stone Age, so that's why I want to go there. At the end of the video, I'm going to put a song on that I made the other day using AI, and it's about this cave I'm talking about. So stay tuned. At the end of the video, you can listen to that. Thanks very much, everyone, for subscribing. I've got a lot of subscribers now from all around the world. Pleased to meet you all. Thank you for supporting the channel. If you haven't subscribed, just subscribe, please. It really helps me out. You know, just click subscribe, and it will help me out a lot. I just need to get my watch time up now before the period runs out. I'm trying to get kind of on the YouTube partner program, and then I can do some more stuff. You know, I can have end screens. I could have a shop if I want to, selling crafts or whatever. You know, so that would be good, wouldn't it? So yeah, just subscribe if you want. Right, rambling on here, aren't I? I'll shut up now. Let this sun come up, and we'll get on with it. So I'm going to overlay a little video that I did midweek. I managed to recover that off my, I shared it to Hannah so I could recover that. But this is what I got up to midweek anyway. So after making this video, the previous video, I went home and I started working on the sapling bow. And I've been doing a few bits to it, shaving it down, trying to get it as straight as possible. But because the sapling's slightly curved and bent in different positions, I've had to follow the grain. And I've come across a few problems, but problems our ancestors would have come across. So I've come up with some solutions to get around that in my own head from things that I've seen other people do and other cultures do. I'm going to use some rawhide just to go over a couple of weak spots that I couldn't do anything about, really. I had to go with it because otherwise it wouldn't have curved at all, really. But these are problems that I like dealing with. So I've been in my garden and I've been basically using some tools like spoke shaves, draw knives, a bit of a file on the bow. And I've managed to just get a good shape to it, pretty well, a primitive shape if you like. I've been obviously trying to straighten it out a little bit. As it dries, I want it to straighten and stay in that position as much as possible. Walking on the bow and basically putting the string on the opposite side of the bow and pulling it that way. I'm just moving the fibres a little bit in the wood, you know. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to get these dog chews. You can get them from any hardware shop, and I'm going to soak them in the sink, saturate them. Then I pull out the dog chews and I can cut strips of rawhide out and then stitch it to the weak parts of the bow. And then hopefully it will be a powerful bow when they're finished. So it's curving okay. It's not perfect because I had to follow the shape of a tree. Obviously, I put the rawhide on for some weaker spots to strengthen that up. We'll shoot some arrows off now. In medieval times, the archers used to stick their arrows in the ground like this, and they used to go to the toilet where they stood before a battle. There was no toilets, and they just did what they did on the floor, and the arrows stuck in all that filth. So if an arrow didn't kill their enemies, it gave them gangrene. It was a terrible affair, really. So in conclusion, this bow you could hunt with, small game. It's not powerful enough to hunt deer. I'm not telling you to go out hunting. I'm saying in a survival situation, you can make one of these from a sapling quite quickly if you've got the tools, you know. But it's good enough for small game, squirrels, rabbits, things like that, wood pigeons. It's something that you could probably make on a camp, you know, maybe on a full day at it, you could do it. It's all about drying it out properly, you know. Rowan has a low water content in it, so it's not that wet when it's green, if you know what I mean, but you just still got to dry it out slowly. Keep it on the floor of a woodland where it's damp and cool for a bit, let it dry out for a week or so. Keep working at it, keep tillering it, and then you end up with something that'll be quite effective, I think. Yeah, it's turned out okay, that. It's not the prettiest of bows, is it? But yeah, it would do. Oh, that's gone cold now. I'll still drink it. I'm a bit thirsty. I had a good quality sleep last night, but because I was up so early, I'm quite tired. One of the things I want to talk about now is belt kits. And it's something that you should have on you at all time if you're on an expedition, say. So if you're in Arctic regions, it's good to have on you the tools you'll need in case you get lost, if you know what I mean. Or if you're on a canoe expedition and your canoe capsizes, you find yourself lost, you've got everything on you to get a fire going, make a shelter, you know. I'll go through my belt kit. So my belt kit's based on a Sam Brown from World War One. It's a type of thing that a British officer would have had. And it's a modular system, so I can interchange it with other bits of equipment and stuff. But what I've got on here is I've got a whistle, which is like a trench whistle, which is very handy in case you get lost. You know, you can do SOS calls. Also, you can toot your friends and they can toot back so you can find direction. I have a small compass here that I use for basically finding basic direction. If you're in a snow forest, you can get turned around very easily, especially in a blizzard. So you've got a bit of a compass there that you can navigate with. In here, I've got a monocular. It's a small telescope. I use it for spotting wildlife, but also I use it for judging distance and seeing the lay of the land. For example, I was in Norway and I wanted to get to a certain area with a team, but we didn't know if it was marshland or not. So I used this and it shaved about 3 miles off our journey. So these can be quite good, and you can start fire with these if it's sunny. Obviously, I've got my Bushcraft knife, a good sized knife there, sharp, and I can do anything with that from small projects to battening wood, basically. And I used this for making my bow. In here I've got a Swiss Army knife. It's the Swiss Champ. It's got a saw on it and all those goodies that you might need in any situation. I used the saw yesterday to cut out the shape of this paddle, so it's quite an effective saw. Now, in here I've got a fire kit. I've got a flint striker, a blow poker, and I've got a knife sharpener. Now, if I was on an expedition, I would put some waterproof matches in there, some tinder card and a few other bits and pieces. To the belt system, I can hang my cook system if I want, my Russian airborne canteen, which will hang on this side, and this baldric counteracts for weight, so it stops the belt sagging. So if I want, I can have a cook system with me for purifying water. I can also add a belt loop dangler for an axe, if I want to take my axe with me. And I can add a pouch that will have a first aid kit in it as well. I can just add to it if I need to. But belt kits are something that I'm quite fond of, really, and I never go anywhere without it if I'm on an expedition. So this is the One Tigris Proteus tarp. It's a superb tarp. I'm going to put a link in my description if you're interested in this tarp. And I've done a video, a bit of a review on it. I think they're top quality. And I had a very nice night last night, sleeping in this. And the advantages of having a shelter system like this is I can see out and see things, you know. I was in bed last night watching the fire, and it was just really nice listening to the wildlife. Lots of rustling going on and big noises and things. I think the badgers were out. I think I'm going to have a sleep for a little bit. I'm really, really tired. I think I'm going to stop filming for a little bit, put my alarm on and get another hour. get my head down. The cockerels have stopped crowing now, so I should be able to get a little bit of sleep. Right, see you in an hour. I feel a bit better now, actually. Yeah, I'm still tired, to be honest. But yeah, that was like an hour for me, but probably 2 seconds for you, wasn't it? So I was talking before about this trip we was going to go on next year to the Ardèche, and we was talking about the cave, wasn't we? And I was saying towards the end of the video, I'll play you the song that I made with it, AI. So I'm going to play that very shortly. And I'm running out of battery power now because obviously I used all the batteries up yesterday doing the video that I lost. Well, I've still got it. It's on YouTube Create. It just won't let me access it. I might be able to salvage it somehow. I'll get one of my computer wizard friends to help me out with that. But yeah, I'm going to play this song and I'm going to keep filming some stuff for you. And hopefully my battery power won't run out and hopefully this video will upload. So thank you very, very much for coming. I've got stuff to do today. I've got to run around, pick people up and visit people and do some jobs for my family, which is okay. I don't mind doing it. It's bank holiday weekend, so I think we've got a bike show on Sunday, Roughly's bike show. I might go to that. That should be interesting. I won't film that because I'll be too drunk. Right. I'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching.
Above the deep, fast river, high on the cliffside, lies a cave of silence where the echoes abide. Ancient stones standing proud, whispers of old. In the heart of the darkness, the stories unfold. Paintings on the walls in colors so bright, tales of our ancestors, they dance in the night. Oh, secrets of the cave where the past intertwines, legacies we carry like age-old wines. In the shadows of history, the truth will thrive. For the heart of mankind, it keeps our dreams alive. With every step I take, the spirits unveil stories of triumph and love in those who have failed. The brush strokes of time tell of battles we faced, each hue a reminder of the trials we embraced. The flicker of the torch lights the tales from long ago, a journey through the ages, an eternal flow. Oh, secrets of the cave where the past intertwines, legacies we carry like age-old wines. In the shadows of history, the truth will thrive. For the heart of mankind, it keeps our dreams alive. Hear the winds whisper through the mouth of the stone, a hymn to the journeys that we call our own. In the cold, damp air, there's a warmth to be felt in every line etched deep. You can see how we've dealt, from the laughter of children to the tears of our pain. The stories engraved in our souls still remain. stands still lies a treasure of knowledge, a mysterious thrill. The cave holds the secrets, a testament true to the lives of all mankind.